What's up, y'all? Today's gonna be kind of a shop maintenance day, taking care of some of the items before the season gets started here. I got all my tools and stuff in my truck. I do want to do kind of like a full walk around of my truck now that I have it mostly kitted out, but it's kind of a mess right now. I got a bunch of stuff from winter snowboarding, compressor. I was helping my buddy paint some stuff on his truck, which is right here. Almost new 2021 GMC Denali with the Allison transmission and the 6.6 Duramax. Beautiful truck. There we go. With the automatic rails there. Again, just beautiful truck. Gotta love new GM products. So anyways, stuff to do today. First of all, let's go over here. So the Corvette's sitting pretty in the corner, not seeing much use. I actually have taken this car on several road trips to go snowboarding over the winter, and she's got a nice layer of salt coating everything, especially the underside there. There's also some rust on the rotors forming. So this thing needs a car wash, but unfortunately, we're actually supposed to be getting 15 inches of snow next week, and that's crazy for Virginia. So we'll see how that actually pans out. But anyways, I can't get this thing washed because the roads are still covered in salt. That's gonna have to wait for now. But stuff for today. So we picked up a new trailer. That's for the business. These are all the business vehicles. So a lot of the stuff in this video is gonna be for the business. But anyways, we need to do an oil change on this beast right here. This is a 2011 Ford F550 Super Duty with a 6.7, of course. Long overdue for an oil change. Not quite, at the mile threshold yet, but oil hasn't been changed in, I'd say, a year and a half. So definitely overdue. Filter from AutoZone. Got the oil from Walmart. I'm actually not sure if this is synthetic or if you actually need synthetic for diesel. I don't know. I've never done an oil change on a diesel truck, so that's gonna be fun for sure. This is my buddy's oil pan, which I needed because mine's only 7 quarts. This one is, I think, 16, and the capacity on this is about 13 and a half quarts, I believe. So anyways, that's for that truck. This oil here, this 5W20, I believe is the correct oil for our F-150, which I can't remember the year of, but anyways, it's like a early 2010s with the 5.0. So that's gonna be getting the 5W20 filter from Walmart. Most of the stuff came from Walmart except for that filter right there. And then, of course, this stuff's for my truck because I haven't done an oil change on my truck in about 5,000 miles. So we also need to grease these trailer axles and wheels. I don't think any of that stuff's gonna go on video, but we got a lot of stuff to do maintenance-wise. Also, off topic, but this is what's left of the final batch of leaves we collected before we closed up shop for the season. And that stuff got left in there over Christmas break. And then, we got home and got lazy, got comfy, and this stuff just sat and kind of decomposed to mush. So we got to get this vacuum off and then kind of back the truck up either behind the containers, or we're going to take it to the dump and scrape that stuff out, depending on how frozen it is. And this mower, I'm just kind of walking around doing whatever now, showing you guys what's happening. Exmark 52-inch Vantage stand-on mower. The deck belt came off and I ordered a new one, but it wasn't the right fit. Of course, I didn't realize that until after I had taken the old one completely off. The old one wasn't in terrible shape, so I just went ahead and refitted it and put it back on, and hopefully it holds. If not, I'm gonna actually have to purchase the right belt online, which I do have the accurate measurements for now since I got the old belt off. Fuel line on this machine, this vacuum here, is just kind of disintegrated into nothing. So that needs to be repaired. Cold weather's crazy, man. We haven't gotten a winter this tormentuous in a long time. And that goes for, the freezing cold temperatures and the amount of snow that we've gotten and are still forecasted to get, despite it being February now, which is when things usually start to warm up. We're gonna go ahead and get started here and see how everything goes. Bro, this bumper is falling. Alright, I wish you recorded that, bro. Fuck. That was beast mode. Got stuck in the freaking pit. God damn, boy. Fucking put this filter on so tight. Ah. Ah. Just because my hands are oily. Oh, you have your oil pan? That's fire. Dude, this truck's definitely more AIDS. It's definitely lower to the ground.
My neck is cooked, bro. My shit is cooked. I remember, dude, the oil filter on this thing is in the worst location known to man. And from the other side, too. Look at the oil filter location on this thing, bro.
Where? You have to get it from the engine bay?
I'm gonna get there. How is it just gonna leak all over my frame and shit?
Dude, what? Can you get it from underneath?
Yeah.
Oh, from like the front of the bumper, I guess? You're cooked, bro.
Why do you have two filters for this one?
One's for my truck.
Oh, okay. Which one's
The one, 212 is for the 150.
Okay.
I believe. You gotta have to look it up now, dude. I don't know.
20,000 miles, bro. Some beast.
I think they always say that, but like, I'm
M1,
supposed to do it
Q1,
more often. Did you put it on?
No. I don't know how I'm gonna get it on. This is violation.
Dog.
This is all by feel. I have no idea.
I think you got it.
I still hear shit like bubbling, bro. I got it.
Nice.
So where'd you get fingers like that? For the viewers, I'm pretty jacked, so I don't know the tightness.
All right, man. Yeah, man, there's something seriously wrong with this motor, bro. 4 quarts of oil.
Wow. I think we do have a 3-year warranty on it. I gotta check the paperwork that he gave us.
Oh, this is video evidence. All right, y'all. This is gonna be a continuation of yesterday's kind of maintenance stuff. On my way back to the lot right now. Weather is pretty crappy, as you can tell. It's unfortunate, but it's gonna be in the mid 40s and overcast or rainy for probably about the next week or so here until we get dumped on with about 1.5 feet of snow. If that actually pans out to be true. They already reduced it to about 1 foot, but you know, we'll see. But anyways, there's no point in waiting on this oil change. It needs to get done, and regardless of whether I do it now or next week, it's still gonna be a pain in the ass because the weather's just not gonna be playing in my favor. So we're just gonna go ahead and knock it out today. There's a couple other preparatory tasks that need to be handled, probably or preferably before the snow hits. we'd like to wash all of our work trucks. I'd like to wash my personal truck, and then I'd like to wash the Corvette as well, and then undercoat all those vehicles with a fluid film. So I actually just bought some fluid film on Amazon. I also bought a dedicated sprayer for it because I don't want to use one of my paint sprayers. I don't know if it would really atomize well anyways. We just gotta wait for, you know, a 1 or 2 day dry stretch where it'll probably be overcast still, but at least dry, so that I can get the cars to the wash, get them all cleaned up, and then we can get that, you know, fluid film on the bottom there. So that's the plan. Gonna go try and knock out this oil change real quick, not get too wet in the process. I'd like to go to the gym afterwards. I do have a change of clothes, but you know, I don't want to be all yucky, so. All right, so very wet day. Lot is absolutely soaked. I'm gonna let this thing cool off for like 5 minutes, and then I'll get under there. I'm putting a coat on because it's super wet and I don't want to get my hoodie all dirty. Not to mention it's pretty cold out here. I had to back up a little bit because I was right over top of this mud spot and I didn't want to get all dirty. So this is going to be a 15 mil drain plug. And I hate GM for this. The drain plug for the oil pan, which is right here, with enough pressure, which it will have, will just shoot right out and go straight onto the exhaust here. So inevitably, the exhaust is gonna get coated in oil and it's gonna create a smoke show if I don't wipe it off after I'm done draining the old oil. So yeah, that's a pretty silly design by GM. Wrong way. I was getting a little bit confused. This should be loosening. There we go. They could have just routed the pipe like a little bit to the right here. But no. This oil's gonna be hot as hell too. So I gotta make sure I can get out of the way. That's just a bad spot. I'm probably gonna get covered, honestly. Yep. I mean, look at that, man. What is the point of that? Come on. There we go. Gotta love when your truck takes 6 quarts, but it burns oil, so it doesn't even fill up the jug of new oil. Forgotten perk of, or underrated perk of having a car that burns oil, I guess. Or maybe it's leaking oil, honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna get packed up and head out of here now. On a completely unrelated note, I wanna take y'all underneath this truck real quick. This is the 550. Get my flashlight to work. There we go. The transmission is missing a critical bolt that mounts it to the motor. Right there, you see that little hole, and we just had the engine swap done on this thing, I want to say like a year ago, maybe a little bit more than a year. And this thing has just been an absolute lemon, and I don't know what, you know, implications there might be with having a missing bolt like this, but that's absolutely critical. I don't know how it went unnoticed for so long. So come over to my truck. And let's give her a start. The dipstick definitely says over, but I know the capacity on this truck is 6 quarts, so let's see. And we got oil pressure. Amazing. Pretty low on gas. See the rain now. I am soaked, man. Whew. I will see y'all in the next one. We're gonna be doing fluid film, undercoating, and all that good jazz. Thank you guys for tuning in and sticking around through this nasty weather. See y'all in the next one.